Hello, Sky Guy 360 here, and today we are reviewing the Y&P M9 Beretta, or Beretta M9, however you say it. I don't normally review airsoft. In fact, I don't know what this channel is anymore. But the thing that makes this gun so special is its incredibly low price. You can get this gun at $35. It is a green gas powered gun. And it's probably the cheapest gas gun you can get. It is non-blowback, of course, that's why it's so cheap. But $35? Let's get into the review and see if this is worth your money or not. If you don't have the extra money to spend on a sidearm, a reliable sidearm that's not a Springer, then this is for you. Let's get into the unboxing. Now, it is a very simplistic packaging. It is very simplistic. You just take this off, and here we have the specs of the gun itself and the instructions, and we have the gun, the magazine, and the BBs that I'm probably not going to use. Upon seeing this gun, it actually looks very professional grade. Like, it looks like a real Beretta M9. Now, when I hold this in my hand, it actually has a bit of weight to it. So, yeah, it doesn't feel like cheap plastic or anything. The magazine, which holds 23 rounds, actually has a bit of weight to it too, and it feels nice in my hands. There's also a little Allen key in here, maybe for a hop-up or something. Instructions are also really entertaining and have an overlay of all the parts in the gun. My initial thoughts is it feels really good in my hands. The sights are nothing special. There's no like white dot on there. And the safety, it doesn't have a F or S. You can't really tell unless you look at the instructions. But when the lever is back towards the trigger, it's safe. And when it's forward, it's to fire. Safety stops a hammer from going all the way back. What really surprised me and caught me off guard is this gun does have an adjustable hop-up. I have seen $60 non-blowback counterparts that don't have one, so that is a very welcome surprise. It also has a rail down here for your laser and flashlight attachments. This gun is both single action and double action. I do not want to dry fire it much because I don't want to damage the gun, but that is also really cool. Overall, the grip feels great. The sights, they aren't anything special, but they work. And it seems like a pretty cool gun, and I'm very excited to use this. So, let's get into the firing demo. Today, I will be firing the M9 Beretta for the first time. Wow, it is very powerful. So let's see how the thing performs. Yeah, I need to adjust the hop up, obviously. Now the default hop up settings on this were crap, and I've been trying to adjust it to the perfect setting, and I think this is about as good as it's gonna get. I'm using 0.2 gram Elite Force BBs with Elite Force green gas, so keep that in mind. And it is also cold out, but I warmed up the magazine so it would perform. So it is single action and double action too. And I've had one double feed and one like safety malfunction, so other than that, it's pretty good. It's raining right now, but the people on the actual page for the product said that the trigger pull was a bit heavy, but yeah, and the gun is firing, so it actually isn't that heavy. And when you pull the hammer back, it's not that heavy. So I will do a range test with my targets. Additional note on the gun is, for test sake, I've been trying out the included BBs, and they're in the gun right now. They actually work exceptionally well. Like, they're 20 gram and they look very polished, so once I get my target, I will see how the groupings look. For this range test, I'll be using these splatter targets, these self-adhesive targets from Shoot and See. And they're actually for real steel, but they work fantastic for airsoft, I've found. Shooting a target at about 20 feet away. Hold on. Safety off. Yeah, it's veering a little bit. Now, I will mention one thing. The hop up on the thing really isn't the best, because even with 0.2 gram BBs, it still veers down a little bit. But for $30, man, this is a steal. And the rate of fire is pretty good for a $30 gun. Wow. That is amazing. Do you see how many shots I got now? That was crazy. Now, it's not the best rate of fire because this is non-blowback and the trigger has to move back this hammer right here. But wow, I am very impressed with the thing so far. Now, I will mention the groupings. They were pretty tight. Some of them veered off a little bit, and I noticed that while shooting. But most of them landed within this red line right here. And that is very, very impressive for a $35 gun. So, yeah. So now I'm going to test it with an even smaller target and see how it does. From about 20 feet away, one-handed. Yeah, I missed one. It's probably because I'm one-handed and my hand is really shaky. Alright, let's look at these groupings. Really not bad. I was missing a few shots, but that's probably because I was one-handed. But those groupings are not bad, especially for a tiny target like this. What I found about this magazine is you can refill it about 3 times before it stops shooting entirely. So it doesn't store that much, but when I shot it in a warm environment, it lasted about 4 to 5 magazines. So this is the ultimate range test. This, I will be putting this gun into a tactical situation. The garbage cans are the enemies. 3, 2, 1. Now, I did order a holster for the real M9 Beretta, and it fits really well with this airsoft replica, so I'm very happy about that. But the thing about this holster is it doesn't really release fast enough. But this is a review about the gun, not the holster. Now, my opinion on this gun is the pros are it is super cheap and affordable, it looks great, it shoots well and accurately, and it is both single action and double action. I'll also mention another pro that this magazine is surprisingly high capacity and it holds 22 rounds. 23 if you really shove them in there, but yeah. The cons about this are actually really small details, like the safety is hard to press, which I know is not very important, but hey, there's not much to hate about this gun. And occasionally you'll get a double feed if you press the trigger but not all the way, because it is a non-blowback. And of course there's the obvious, it's a non-blowback, which could be seen as good or not good. I'll leave that up to my viewers. I think it's good and not good at the same time. But yeah. Do I recommend this gun? For someone who is entering airsoft, or someone who wants a really cheap, reliable sidearm, this I would highly recommend. And even if you're just entering airsoft, do not go lower, or hell, even higher to get a Springer, because this will last you a lot longer. It's a lot better. It is semi-automatic. And yeah, you should get this over any Springer. This is a fantastic beginner gun, whether you're looking for a cheap sidearm or maybe just a airsoft gun that you can shoot at home casually or just play with your friends in backyard airsoft. If they have Springers and you bring this, you will dominate. And that is it for the M9 Beretta non-blowback review from Eveek.com. The link will be in the description, and so will be the link for this holster, which is of questionable functionality. You decide once you get it yourself, but kind of wouldn't recommend it. Maybe a lighter holster that isn't as tight. But if you liked this video, nuke that like button. Nuke it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!